No, John Carfi. Thanks, John. Who's been here many, many times.
Oh yeah.
And you know.
I'm moving in.
Generally, you're not far, right? Hey, about
I'm moving
an
in your
hour.
house and siesta. Never mind.
Come on over. Matter of fact, we're building a guest house.
Are you really?
In the back.
Get out.
Yes.
Get out.
Yes. And our house is little.
Can you have pets?
Yes. Yeah, we don't give a shit. As a matter of fact, we'd rather you have your pet out there.
Right.
In the guest house, But
I'm getting one that poops a lot, though.
Well, we had a shed. And it's rotted out. And we were like, Pam was like, well, we got to build another shed.
Oh, well, that took a few bucks.
I go, fuck that. Let's just build a little tiny house back here.
We have a $24 shed. Let's put a $50,000 little house up there.
Yeah, a little tiny house. Those things are.
So
cool
would you put a
shit.
1-bedroom?
We haven't done anything, but we will. It'll just be
I see.
It'll just be like a one room.
So we can safely say you have friends.
Correct. Who like to stay.
Who overstay.
I got a friend who every year, one of my best friends, they are trailer people,
Yeah.
and they have literally been to every national park in North America. That was a goal. They've done it. They've done it now. And now they've hit even state parks and stuff.
They're one of those ones with the big trailery
big
thing.
Fucking trailer.
Yeah, it was like $180,000 or something.
Well, but it's big.
Either that or you're a country
truck.
singer. Yeah.
Yes, but not an RV. Not the RV. Have you ever?
It's not the RV.
Not the RV.
Oh, I've done the RVs.
They're hauling they have a truck. And
I worked with Merle Haggard, and I worked with who else? Taylor Dane. I worked with all these ones, and they all have these big, gigantic trailers.
Sure.
Lori Morgan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I worked with Lori a bunch of times, and
Yes.
Kenny Rogers, and they all have these big ass things. They're like they're homes.
Yeah. Those are those.
I said, "Where's the pool?"
Right. I mean, those are those $1 million.
Oh God,
damn things,
yeah. Oh, they're unbelievable.
They're incredible.
Yeah,
right?
they're like my house is like a piece of junk compared to that.
Like you didn't get to stay in there. You got
no,
to
I
visit.
didn't get. I just hung out. I hung.
You got
that's
to
why.
visit.
That's why everybody says you're well hung because I always hang out in RVs.
Have you ever? You and your wife ever done that? Ever traveled with like a trailer and just camped out or RV?
We're not that type to do that. I don't know why. You know what? We've always had a cat and a dog.
Right.
We've always had pets.
Right.
So if we didn't,
But that's the reason that my friends that
they take the pets with them?
yes, that's the reason they have
maybe.
the trailer.
Yeah, that makes
is because
sense.
they can take
That would be the only way I would do it.
all their shit with
yeah.
them. You know what I mean? They're
Right,
all the
right.
animals, and they like it because they have all their stuff.
Right.
But I'm not one of those
So where,
people
where,
either.
where does a person like that leave their cash? I mean, me, I put a couple of bucks in the house, and
I don't know.
in the ground.
They don't
and
tell me.
They don't
Nobody-
bring it. They
nobody's
don't-
ever told
nobody
me
ever
that.
told you that. Okay.
I'm sure there's a
So
hubcap
money and
or
sex
something.
life. They don't tell you either one of those.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know because I don't want to be accused of anything later
Right,
on, John.
right,
You know how that comes
You're
back
one
to
of
haunt
those
you.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew.
Yeah.
You knew.
Right.
I didn't want to know. You maybe know.
And they come after you. I got it. I get it.
Pam and I, at one point, it wasn't that long ago, Pam was like, she went out with a girlfriend, got an RV. And she went out and hung out with her for a couple of weeks. And she said, it was so cool,
Let's get one. We got to get one.
Well, she was like, we can rent one.
You can rent one of those?
You can rent one.
Oh, really? Wow.
So we went out to Las Vegas. Yeah. Yes.
Very
It's
expensive.
expensive. You ain't saving shit.
You ain't saving
to
anything.
stay in a nice
The person
hotel.
who's renting it to you is making money to pay that sucker off.
Yes.
Exactly.
Let's put it this way. It's not cheaper to rent an RV and stay in RV parks than it is to stay in a really very nice
fancy hotel,
lodge or hotel. Yeah, very
right.
nice.
Okay.
And
I'm learning a lot now.
So, but our
Don't
friends
get an
who are the
RV.
trailer people, they wanted. So Pam was like, "Let's try it." And I go, "Okay, we'll try it."
Yeah.
So we rented one just outside of Vegas, and we met our friends.
Oh, well, look where you
in,
were.
Zion.
You wouldn't
Bryce
even be in it
Canyon.
anyway. You're out in the hotels anyway.
Well, we went out to Zion National Park, Bryce
Oh,
Canyon.
you did?
National. We
Okay.
went out there,
Oh, so you
and
did
we
that
met
stuff.
them, right? So about the third night we're there, we go crawl up in our bed, and right across the street from the RV park where, you're sitting, when you go sit outside in your RV,
Yeah.
the person that's in their RV next to you is, hi, how you doing? Like,
so everybody's big buddies.
they're
and
right the fuck
friends.
there. I mean,
yeah.
whether they're big buddies or not.
So you can't get rid of
They're
them.
right there.
So now this is why you're building a little
They're a friend.
extra house behind your house.
Correct.
Okay.
So so we're sitting and we're having a good time. It's all right. But we got in that bed and I said, Pam, I just got to ask you now.
No.
We've been in this RV for about 4 days
Yeah.
now. We travel around. I said, right across the street, like walking from here to there is less than 100 yards. Is that lodge? That's really
That's
fucking
where you
nice.
It
Like
has
really fucking
has
nice.
a big walk-in shower.
Oh,
yeah.
Big, lovely.
That's why I was
said,
trying
tell
to
the
tell you.
truth. Where would you rather be?
That's why I was trying to tell you that my wife and we're lodge people.
Correct.
We're hotel lodge
Correct.
people. We are not. We like the amenities of life. We like soap.
yes.
We're into soap.
Yeah. I want to shower. I
Yeah,
don't want a
I wanna
communal.
shower.
I don't want a communal shower. I don't want
Yeah.
to meet new people while
In
I'm
the
taking
shower.
a
Like,
shower.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
You don't want to scare people.
No. I don't even want someone to not be scared and maybe like me.
That's the scary part.
That's the
Yeah.
scary part. Yes.
Yeah, I heard about those RVs. Okay.
So one of our friends got us a thing at one point. It was our anniversary or something, goofy gift. That just said, one of those things said, "We love camping as long as there's room service."
Yes.
Yes.
My wife, my wife is just not a person who would go anywhere without a really nice bathroom. So I don't know what these RVs have. Bathroom.
okay.
I mean, I've seen them. They're like this little plasticky
It's
kind
clean.
of thing.
No, it's clean. You go and they have big
But she likes,
shower.
it's not for her.
Oh no, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But now I grew up on that North Carolina Tennessee border. I was in the Boy Scouts, all that crap, which was good. But I grew up tent camping. Me and my buddies going up, grabbing a tent.
Well, us
going
too.
out
Me too. I grew up trout fishing and
Yeah,
in the woods
same
with my
thing.
buddies.
Correct.
Got the horses and we went out in the woods.
Yeah.
And we did all that stuff when we were younger.
Right. Which was a blast.
It was a blast.
And Pam,
we
my
loved
wife,
it.
had never camped until she met me, and I took her camping. But I know how to camp very comfortably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, see,
Where
if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's comfortable, but still, and yet
Bugs are the things that you have to watch out for.
you got to have
a lot of bugs.
You got to have some really good chemicals.
Yeah,
to keep
good
bugs.
chemicals.
Keep bugs
guns.
away.
Got to have guns.
Guns, chemicals,
Chemicals.
guns, knives, chemicals,
Guns, knives, and even
hatchets,
a couple of
hatchets.
guards.
Nah, as long as you got gun, knives, and hatchets, you don't need
You don't need
guards.
it. No, you don't.
We're our own guards.
Machine gun. You gotta be set up for the woods.
That's right. You said you trout fish.
I used to trout fish all the time.
Where?
Are you kidding me? This is New Jersey where I grew up.
Right.
Because back then, I don't want to say how far back that was, but
We both go way
I can't
back.
really say, but it was a
We're old,
long it was a
John.
long
We've
time
been
ago.
around.
It was we had woods and we had
Let me tell you
my buddy
how
had
old we are.
horse. We had
All the
horses.
celebrities you just mentioned, anybody under 40 doesn't know who the fuck you even were
They
talking
have no
about.
idea.
No,
Right.
Ryan,
that's
our
absolutely-
producer, has
that's
no
how-
idea
I told
who any of
somebody,
those
I was
people
talking
were.
to some people and I said, have you ever opened for, I said, oh yeah, I used to open for Donna Summer for like 8 years. We did every venue you could think of, me and Donna and Summer. And they go like, who's Donna Summer?
Yeah, I know.
This is what they said to me.
know.
And I'm like, you're kidding me, right?
Exactly.
You're joking with me?
Exactly.
I go, how about Kenny Rogers? Oh yeah, we know Kenny Rogers. And they knew who he was
Well, there
for
you
some
go.
reason. I guess they were country people.
Well, that's
But,
it.
you
You,
know.
have to say Donna Summer, and they go, who's Donna Summer? You go, Taylor Swift.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, kinda, sorta.
Taylor Swiftish. Yeah.
Swiftish. Kinda,
Taylor
sorta.
Swiftish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, I mean, people just, the younger people have no clue. I say, I opened for Lou Rawls. They go, who's Lou? Is that the guy who sings that rap song with that?
Yeah.
No, it's not him.
Your credits mean dick anymore.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Exactly. People always.
Zero.
Yeah. Johnny Hobbs was asking me, he go, what do you want me to say about you? I said, I don't have anything really.
Well,
No.
but in Sarah Seniorville, it
I
works.
said, Comedy Central? They go, I don't know. What is that?
Do they do comedy anymore?
What is that? What's that?
It's like
thing?
MTV. Is there any music on that?
I've done so many of these old shows. They have no idea. The Statler Brothers show. They go, what? The Statler? Who are they? They have no idea what I do. I'm done.
Like I say, in Sarasota, those credits will ring a bell.
Oh, they'll ring a bell.
It's like
bit.
nostalgia.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah.
I just did a show. I just did 11 shows with Charo, and all the older people, they were laughing and going crazy. And the younger people were going, "Who is that?"
Charo is Shakira.
Charo
is Shakira.
Shakira-ish.
Exactly. So there you go. Okay.
Yeah, that would work.
That's what that would be a funny bit is just to go through all the people
and who they look like.
Yeah, who they relate to now. You know
who they would be, exactly.
Lou Rawls.
You'd have to sit down and write
Jay-Z. Okay.
Maybe not.
Ish.
Jay-Z-ish.
Maybe not.
No, maybe not.
Right.
I think you're heading out a little too far. Some people don't even know who the Beatles are.
That's true.
A lot of these young people, you go to the Beatles, they go, oh yeah, that's that group.
Right.
That's that group.
Right.
Yeah.
They know the songs, but they don't
group
even know.
When they came out, I went and bought Beatle boots.
Right.
When I was 14. Yeah.
Well, now at least young people know who Bob Dylan is because.
Because of the movie, or they would have no clue.
Yeah, and only because the guy who played them was somebody they would go see.
Yeah, they have no idea. Like people like Johnny Cash and people like that, they have no idea who
they might know Johnny Cash.
Do you think they would? Yeah.
He's kind of one of those legendary. Ryan.
Like everybody, Elvis-y, everybody kind of.
Yeah, because he was so radical. Johnny Cash was. He was just such a badass.
Yeah, he was a badass. I loved him. I loved his little talking slow things. They're awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I couldn't name one if you asked me.
Well,
but I know.
I can still remember the first time I ever saw him.
You saw him? You saw him?
Well, no, just on television.
In prison?
No. I was at Folsom.
Let's go back into your past related thing.
I was there
before the comedy club.
I was at that concert. I got shanked at the Johnny Cash concert.
Yeah, I was the guy with the soap on the rope.
Exactly. Yeah, but no, there used to be a guy named Jimmy Dean, and Jimmy Dean.
Oh, I got a story.
The sausage guy.
I got a story.
So Jimmy Dean, and people may still. We were talking about you still see.
Oh yeah.
They still do commercials,
and they've even put his voice in everything.
Oh yeah. He's been dead for decades.
Oh well, here's a. Okay.
No, go ahead.
No, the quick story is I did the Statler Brothers show.
Sure.
When that was on,
mm-hmm.
and the other guest besides me was Jimmy Dean.
Nice.
And so in between, before we started rolling,
and
taping,
he was funny.
He was funny. Before we started taping, he got up in front of the audience, the crowd that was there, and usually have a comedian or somebody warm up the audience.
Right.
Well, he just got up just because he wanted to be in front of the crowd right away, and he started telling one of the dirtiest jokes I have ever heard.
What is it?
Well, I can't even say. I can't.
Do you remember it?
I don't remember the joke,
okay.
But I do remember there was a lot of people's organs involved in it.
Did he say pussy?
He said pussy. Well, See, you're the boss, so I just wanted you to say it first.
No, it's okay. But how many years ago was this?
Just 91, 92.
Okay.
He said pussy, and he was talking about screwing a pussy, and he was, and the audience was cracking up. He was so dirty, and then the show started, and then I went up and did my 5 minutes, and then he came up and he started playing and singing, and he was going, "Oh Lord, my pretty Lord." And he was doing all this religious stuff. And I would come on, say pussy. You can say it. But he did. He was total opposite of what he was.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thanks for making that pussy. I'm glad my wife's not hearing this.
There were some guys in Memphis called the Settlers, and a local band. They were very good, and they had a song that nobody knows the lyrics to because all the guys died and nobody wrote it down, and it was never recorded. But it was the greatest title for a song. Just cause God gave you a pussy, please don't make one out of me.
Oh man, if that's not a country song,
I'm working on it.
That's
I'm working on it.
In your RV, you got to play that song.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and put the speaker outside.
Absolutely. Like yesterday, day before yesterday, my wife Pam and her sister were putting together this shed that was plastic, and you put it together, thing. And so they were putting it together, and I walked in, and they were in there bitching about it. That's not politically correct. I shouldn't say bitching, but they were bitching. They were upset. They were upset about it.
A lot of people won't like that.
Upset. They were upset about it. And they said, oh, it doesn't make sense because some man designed it. And I went, hey. And she goes, you're not a man.
You're not a man. No, Pam said this?
You're a metro guy that happens to like vaginas. You're not a man.
You're just a vagina hunter.
So
I used to like to go trout fishing and vagina fishing.
Yes, I did.
When I was younger.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, when you trout fish, did you were you in an open area where you could really
We did
throw?
A stream. No,
Okay.
no, we didn't.
That's the way it was.
We didn't do fly fishing.
Well,
we were not the fly fishing guys. We were the worm and the salmon egg guys that would go. We would go into the stream and wade in the stream all the way up.
You did the same way we did.
Catch a good fish. I mean, you can get.
Well,
some good fish.
that people maybe they realize and maybe they don't. Is that where we grew up? I grew up along the North Carolina Tennessee border. You grew up Jersey, upstate New York.
But that was
woods.
It's
all Appalachian
woods.
Mountains is the same.
Yeah.
It's the same all the way. It all looks the same.
Now it's different. Now it's a lot different. But I mean, when I was younger, just in the suburbs of New Jersey, there were woods. We used to go in the woods. You could walk for like 15, 20 minutes before you saw anything.
Yeah. Well, that's why when we would trout fish, same thing. We used corn.
Corn we did too. We used corn
and
too.
And you go upstream, get in somewhere, wade down,
right.
and just let the bait go in front. Let the stream take it down in front of you, and we'd walk. And
that's what we did.
And you get to a hole. We call it
right.
And
you get a good hole.
Yeah,
a good
fish
hole.
it for a little. And sometimes you could throw out a little bit, and then once you'd kind of figured you'd caught or whatever, then you jump in, swim across it, or whatever.
Right. Well, we always fell in the water because it was summer. And
Sure.
The more you fell in, the more fun it was.
Oh, that was the greatest.
And then we used to catch the fish. Then we used to cook the fish. Right there.
Yeah.
And then one guy would bring like a 22 with him or something. We would shoot a squirrel and we'd fry up the squirrel. Not fry. We'd like barbecue.
Sure.
Put it on a stick and cook the squirrel.
Yep.
And eat the squirrel while we were there.
Yep.
Doing the thing. And we did that when we were younger. That was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that now. I mean, I wouldn't.
I tried squirrel.
If it was a cow, I would do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, because we were like you. It was that old thing. If you kill it, you eat it.
If you kill it, you
whatever
eat it.
it was.
Oh yeah.
And so you ate squirrel, and then
we ate the squirrel,
and then you never killed another squirrel.
No, we never
did. Shitty.
Right? No, yeah.
It's shitty.
And you didn't tell your parents you did that either. No. But you did cook the fish. We cooked the fish. Ate the fish. You can get a little sticks and eat the fish.
Oh, there's nothing better than that. Well, I mean, we would always. Our thing was there would be 3 or 4 of us. And we'd all go out, and we would separately, and then we would end up. And the goal would go back to the camp, and the goal was
who got the best.
Get at least 2 fish per person.
Okay.
Then you had plenty to eat.
Right.
So sometimes somebody caught 4, somebody didn't catch anything. You know what I mean?
Then you switch around, right?
But
exactly.
and then we would come back and we would fry up the fish. And
those were the
have
days.
some other shit to eat and sit around. And
then we go get in our hot cars and fix them all up and zoom around with them.
There we go. That was a good.
So country guys and northern guys aren't far apart when you think about it.
When I first started growing up in the Southeast, growing up in Chattanooga in that area,
right?
We never visited anywhere. The furthest north we ever went was Nashville. I mean, we never went anywhere above that. Oh. And we all thought that New Jersey, New York, everything. We thought the whole Northeast was just one massive city. Was
Horrible
just one
place.
Huge, urban,
right.
mega city, And then the first
damn Yankees.
That's right. And then the first time I went up there to work, and and they used to comics. And you probably I don't even remember this, but back then you would meet your ride if you were a headliner.
Oh yeah.
You would meet your ride at Catch a Rising Star or at the Improv.
Oh, you did it that way, yeah.
And so you go there, and your ride would be your opening act, and he or she was your opening act because they had a car.
Because they had a place.
They had a car.
It was like a locally kind of a thing.
Right.
See, me, I did my thing in comedy thing in California.
Got you.
So I was at the Comedy Store. So I lived in suburbs, and I would go and do the Comedy Store.
Well, one time they picked me up, first time, and where are we going? And all the good paying gigs. You went an hour outside the city somewhere, right?
Exactly.
The decent paying stuff.
That's what I did, too.
And so the first time we're going down this place in New Jersey, and I'm thinking Newark. I'm thinking all of Jersey is Newark. That's what's in my head. The whole fucking
it's
state
all like that. You had no idea.
It's all this nasty fucking...
You didn't know there was trout fishing going on with horses
and we
and
go
all
driving
that stuff.
through, and all of a sudden we're in this beautiful country road with a brook, this big, like a trout brook, and I was like, oh my God, I'm back in Tennessee.
That was
this
is
awesome,
That was the best. I still love to do. I didn't go. I went to Dangerfields and a few of those clubs,
right?
But mostly I did the. New York, go on these little toury things. Where you could do these little rooms all around, and I used to headline them, but Adam Sandler used to do them.
Sure.
With all these little rooms, and he would go up with his guitar before me, and I always, he was very quiet, and he used to stand at the end of the bar, kind of with his head down, looking, and he was we were kind of friends, but not friends,
Yeah.
And then my wife, I remember my wife saying to me, he was about 20 feet away, he's standing there, he's like, this is before all this stuff in his movie, and she goes, he's going to be famous. And I looked at her, I said, are you kidding me? Come on. And he played guitar, and he did a few things, and as a comic, you know how it is.
So how did she kind of feel that way about him?
She just, because she felt he was cute, he was something about him.
I don't know.
I never really asked her what it was, but he was always after her girlfriend. She had a girlfriend named Maria, the Spanish girl, real hot looking Spanish girl, and he always wanted to go. Is Maria coming to the gig? Stuff like that.
Right.
But if I would have known what I know now, I would have became his best friend.
Right. Of course. You'd be in the new movie coming out.
I'd be in there. I'd be in there with Kevin Nealon and all that.
Of course. And because I know Ken's son's my brother from another mother. We were commenting.
Yeah, Ken's great.
He used to talk about. He used to work with Adam quite a bit, and Ramon and Ray.
I worked with Ray a bunch of times.
Yeah, if you were in New York,
we're all hanging
bunch.
out.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey man, great chatting.
Yeah,
that
great
was
chatting
great.
with you.
I had no idea we were going trout fishing. That was great.
Yeah, it may happen. I may get an RV now that you mentioned all that fun.
And we got pussy in.
You got pussy.
I had no idea that we were going there, John. Let's go do a show.
Oh, God, let's do it.